Right, we're back. Another review here. We got another 6 scale figure by Trick or Treat Studios. This is Michael Myers as seen in Halloween H2O. We take a look at the box here. It is, of course, the theatrical poster, which is pretty much been a common theme with the Trick or Treat Studios boxes, which I am a fan of because who doesn't like the theatrical posters? Well, I'm not too big of a fan of this one or the Resurrection theatrical posters, but I think they serve its purpose. I think it's pretty decent. It's not terrible. We got here a little tagline for H2O. It's going to be one hell of a family reunion. Here's we got Jamie Lee Curtis, LL Cool J, and Josh Hartnett. And these two, I have no idea. Got Michael Myers coming out of the shadows of the darkness. This is, of course, a 6 scale figure. And we have the H2 logo on both sides. On the back, we have this shot of Michael, assumingly in that kitchen area near like that makeshift elevator where you send stuff up. On the inside is a shot of when Michael and Laurie meet for the first time through that glass window. And here's the quote: "He's dead. Michael Myers is dead, Mom. I'm going to Yosemite, Mom."
That's enough. I can't take it, Mom. He's dead. Michael Myers is dead.
As we get a closer look at the figure, we can take a look at the head sculpt done by Trick or Treat. Obviously, always doing a good job at these head sculpts. This is the Winston mask out of the 20 million masks they used in the film. And thank God they used this one because this is definitely the best mask, although not a big fan of this mask either, clearly, for obvious reasons. But I think they nailed it. It's definitely accurate to what it looked like in the film. I think the paint looks great. Obviously, you have sculpted on hair, which also looks great. And you can see the eyes in there. A lot easier for obvious reasons. But that is the head sculpt, and I think it looks great. Taking a look at the sculpt and painting of the hands, you can see these are also really well detailed and painted. Now, one thing I don't understand from the movie, I'm not giving any knock to Trick or Treat for making this, but how did his hands heal from Halloween 2, the burn scars? I never understood that, but I mean, really, who cares now? It's that was like 20 years ago already. Detailed on the inside of the hands as well. And this looks nice. Of course, we could take a look at the boots here. They have some sort of dirt pattern going on, as you can see very clearly. It looks disgusting, and the painting applied to the boots are really nice. And these are probably some of the like I don't know, like grimiest details I've ever seen on any of these 6 scales for the boots. It looks really gross. Now I'll shut up and let you get a 360 view of the figure. I do want to say that the coveralls are really well done as well. Now, let's move to the articulation. Pretty standard. I mean, all these 6 scales have really been the same. The only really different one was the Halloween 2 figure. It had the double bend in the arms. But other than that, all the articulation points are the same. We have this pretty tight ball joint at the head. Very tight. It takes some force to kind of move it, but I wouldn't really try to move it too much. The arms can come out about that far. There is, of course, a single bend in the arms. And we do have a joint here at the wrist, which allows for a good amount of rotations and posing. Of course, applies to the other hand as well. Now for the torso, we've got slight little ab crunch and some good old swiveling action we got going on here. Now for the legs, they can come out about pretty far if you kind of move the arms out the way. A lot further than the Halloween 6 figure, which I reviewed previously. Definitely try not to force these too far out. You don't want to break the clothing. They don't go too far back like usual, but there is a double bend in the knees. As you can see here, go pretty far backwards. More than enough than you need for Michael Myers, but maybe he got hit by the van, and that's how he looked when he when he got hit by the van. His legs can come out about that far, allowing him to do his sit-up. And of course, there are some ball joints at the boots here, which also get a better look at these boots. They look really nice. Some good old posing. Whoop, hit the camera there a little bit by accident. But that does it for the articulation. Moving on to the accessories. Just like every other Michael Myers figure, he'll come with a variety of hands. Right now, we are rocking with the default relaxed hands, included with these grabby, strangly hands, which are also all well detailed. Every hand that comes included is well detailed. You can see you have a little vein there on each hand, and it looks very disgusting, very, very gross. Maybe Michael's trying to grab you. Don't let him grab you. Comes included with this well detailed grabby hand. For I'm sure you can guess what it is, but also has some good detail. You can see the fingernails and the vein there. Some a little bit of highlight of a pink on the knuckles there, and of course there's only really one thing that Michael likes to wield, and that is, of course, his kitchen knife, his, trusty weapon that he always likes to use. Now, the H2O knife, this knife is massive. This is a big knife, huge knife. You can see right there, we got some blood caked on right at the, let me put him down, try to get a better look. You can see we got some blood splattered on. It looks like Michael's been using this knife recently. Here's the other side. Handle's a nice jet black. Got a silver thing going on here. And of course, just go ahead. Also, I want to add that the grabbing hand is a little loose, so you might want to kind of push down on the hand like this a little. Just try to get it to hold in place. And there you go. Looks very nice. Go ahead and get him a little pose if you want. And try to pose him like the Scream Factory poster. There you go. Looks really nice. A huge knife, though. I will say. Very, very big knife. Of course, it's time for the measurements. Let's see how tall Michael is from the bottom of the boot to the top. And he stands at, of course, 12 inches. This is a 6-scale figure, and all 6 scales are universally 12 inches. But I think his hair brings him to about 12 inches, because I noticed that from his eye line, he is smaller than some of the Halloween Michael Myers 6 scales, which makes sense because I think the H2O Michael Myers was a lot smaller than some of the other Michaels, but I'm not too sure. I'd have to really look into it because I'm not too fresh on my memory on that. Just noticed when posing this figure, you could actually see in the sculpt there a lot of nasty grime and dirt on the mask, showing that this mask has been used quite recently. Very gross, and a very nice detail, I might add. So now, as the figure is rotating here, I would like to say that I'm not the biggest fan of the design of Michael in this movie. I think it's fine, and it serves its purpose. I'm not the biggest fan of how close the face is, like, tightly wrapped around the mask. You can see his eyes too well. But I think Trick or Treat Studios did a good job at capturing the likeness of H2O Michael Myers. I think it looks great. Drop a comment if you love H2O. And if you're a fan of H2O, I think you'll like this figure. This guy retails on Trick or Treat Studios' website for $159.99 plus tax and shipping. And Big Bad Toy Store and other online retailers that will sell 6-scale figures like this. Really nice figure. Has some great articulation. A really nice detailed knife. Doesn't come with much else, which makes sense because Michael only used a knife for pretty much the whole movie. Not a knock, but it's it's a little bland. But that's my review. I will be taking a look at the Halloween Resurrection figure next, and then we'll see what goes on from there. So thank you guys so much for watching. Drop a like and a comment if you like H2O or like the figure or whatnot, whatever you want to say. Just keep some conversations going in the comments section there. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Please subscribe if you like my stuff. Be sure to tune in for more. I'll see you guys in the next video. Peace.